this. Our next guest today has amassed an enormous social media, huge social media following by posting random acts of kindness videos. Look, yeah.
Uber didn't show up. I was wondering if you could give me a quick lift to McDonald's.
I'll look right over here.
Well, it's up to you. What do you think?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. Are you having a good day? I'm Jimmy. Great to meet you, sir. Yeah. What's your dream job?
Retirement.
How many years do you think away you are from that?
Probably never. Some days I'm ready to give up, but at the same time I wake up and keep going the next day. So what do you do?
Just one Happy Meal?
Happy Meal, 4-piece chicken McNugget.
Oh, thank you. Thanks so much for taking me. Guess what, James? I was actually seeing the first person kind enough to take me to the drive-thru, and I've got $500 for you.
No.
Yes. This is for you, James. Yes, I go around the country doing this.
No, I thank you.
You're amazing, James.
Thank you.
Oh, our guest is amazing. Audience, give it up for just a good guy, Minnesota's very own Jimmy Darts, everybody. Hi, Jimmy. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for doing this. We have a mutual friend, my fave gal pal, Lisa Lacourcier, and I appreciate her trying to get us together. Let me start with this. Jimmy Darts, is that your real name?
No, my real name is James Kellogg, but my grandpa, I think he's watching, so I didn't want to ruin his legacy by what I'm doing, so I changed my name for his sake. Yeah.
I think he is very, very proud of you. Okay, so we got the name down. How did this start? Did you begin on social media doing this, or was there an evolution?
Yeah. So when I was just a kid growing up, my parents would give us $200 for Christmas, $100 for ourselves to get something, $100 to give away to a stranger. So right away, just growing up, got comfortable helping people out, talking to people at the grocery store, maybe a person on the street, and just really got comfortable doing that. And then when I was about 18 years old, something radical happened in my life. Gave my life to Jesus, and it just really cracked open my heart for people and just to love them and redeem them and just bring light into dark situations. And after that, my friend said something really important to me. He said, Jimmy, you got to be Santa Claus in private before you're Santa Claus in public. So I knew what he meant, but I took it literal, and I literally bought a Santa suit, lived in Austin, Texas. And
You did not?
Yeah, I go around at night dressed as Santa, hanging out with homeless people, getting people food and clothes. And eventually, years down the line, it turned into this thing where I was like, I'm going to make videos, but how can I do it to where it's not about me? Hey, here I am helping people out. Like, how can the focus be on people? And that's when the Lord kind of said, Jimmy, the kindness challenge, you ask them for help, and the camera will be on them, and the spotlight will be on them, and we'll reward them for their kindness. So that's what's so cool is the guy you just saw in this video, different people, is they're kind, but it's something they've done their whole life. And in that one moment, the spotlight is on them. And if you read through the comments, like 98% of them are about them and not about me. So there's so many heroes all over this country.
I was going to, there's a lot of people that fake humility or, oh, I'm doing this for. One of the reasons I wanted to have you on the show is because I could sense that it was real, that this was authentic, and it wasn't just to get followers. But you have gotten an enormous following. When did you know that this purpose had taken on kind of a huge popularity? When did you realize you were, as they say, you went viral?
Yeah. Well, it was really wild because I was going around the country giving away my own money and helping people out, and eventually I'm like, dang it, there's this awesome homeless guy, I want to take him skydiving, I want to get him an apartment, all this, but I got like $800, I can't do that. And so what happened? Because
the money runs dry eventually.
I remember one day I asked my mom if she could transfer me like $20. I was at a McDonald's drive-thru just so I get something to eat. And after that, I started making these videos, and I said, what if I get the viewers to help out? And I didn't know if they would. So I met this homeless gentleman in Miami, Florida, and I hung out with him for the day, just did a video being best friends with a stranger. Ends up in the car, he starts breaking down in tears, and he said he was actually suicidal that day, and hanging out with them changed his perspective on life and everything. And I had no idea it was that impactful. And so I said, man, do you have a Cash App by chance? And he said he did. So I said, well, tell you what, I'm going to put your Cash App at the end of this video just to see if someone will donate. I didn't know if he'd get $10, $20. And that night I edit the video, go to bed, and I hit him up in the morning. I say, man, I gotta meet you and tell you what happened. So we meet up in a parking lot. I say, you're not gonna believe this. Over $25,000 was donated to you overnight. And so, yeah.
Just in the overnight.
Yes. And so it's crazy because that would be awesome if it was, once a year, but the followers and the people that watch these videos are so awesome, so generous that this happens every week. I mean, just last week, there was a homeless veteran in my town of Walker, Minnesota, and I raised like $68,000 for him in like 3 days. And so it's the people watching these videos that make it happen. And people are generous. It just really unlocks generosity when they get to see the face of who it goes to. You know?
And I think it's a chain reaction. When people see you do good, they have a feeling of the video, and then they want to go out and do their own rant.
Yeah.
Are you finding that with your followers?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I get messages all the time. My son, he's been saving money in his piggy bank, and we're going to give it away all tomorrow, and just stuff like that, which is so awesome to implement in kids' lives early on. And generosity is such a key factor to anyone's life. One of my followers, he donates like $5 every couple of days, and he says, you can't go broke by giving, and it's such a true statement.
This woman right here, we've seen this at Subway. I mean, we're going to talk about her coming up after the break. But let me just, before we go though, you're humble, so let me brag on you. Here's the numbers behind this angel on earth here. 12 million followers on TikTok, 2 million on Instagram, and over 3 on YouTube. And you're using it for good. More with Jimmy when we come back after this. I love it. And we're back. I joke all the time that influencers usually drive me crazy, but he's a social influencer that I adore. Jimmy Darts. Earlier this month, Jimmy shocked a Minnesota woman with one of his good deeds. Look at this.
Retire early.
You guys.
24 hours earlier, I met Carrie, the sweetest grandma ever, who was working at Subway 6 days a week and decided to bless her with a tip. There's $500 in there for you.
No way.
Yeah, you're amazing.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Bless you.
God bless you.
You're amazing.
Oh, thank you. Still working. I got grandbabies to take care of.
Really? And with all of your amazing help, I was able to go back the next day and give her a life-changing surprise.
I've been crying all night long.
No way.
You have me so happy. Congratulations, Carrie. You're going to the Twins game today, and there's a big surprise there waiting for you. Come on, you guys. I don't know how much more I can do.
Well, the surprise is that she threw out the first pitch for the Twins. Yeah, Jimmy's fans helped raise. Look at this. Atta girl. Jimmy's fans helped raise $20,000 to help her retire early. This video alone has been viewed nearly 11 million times. That's great. More with Jimmy. Do you just we were talking about location and stuff. Jimmy, do you just stumble upon people, or you sometimes someone will drop you a DM and like how do you find these people?
Yeah, it's just completely random. So I just go around the country and I go into different towns and stores. For this particular video, I was actually in a Walmart for about 3 hours, just trying to find that twinkle in someone's eye, just see who it could be, and I talked to a lot of people and didn't find anyone there to do a kindness challenge with. And as I was leaving, I said, I'm gonna try to get a sandwich at Subway. And her customer service was so incredible. I was like, this lady's unbelievable. So I give her $1 tip and she's just over the moon. And I'm like, oh my goodness, if she's thankful for $1, I can't imagine what $500 will do. So then that's what happened. And then, yeah, the GoFundMe has still been up and now it's over like $48,000. And so it's just been amazing.
I don't have a story quite like that, but I'm so glad that you're spreading the word of just the small act, whether it's $1 or, because I think people underestimate the power of that. I have 2 friends, I've told this story before, where I met them on a vacation and they were they worked at a restaurant. And all we did was say, how's your day going? They were very busy.
Yeah.
They worked at a very busy establishment. And we said, how was your day? And we came back and went back to them. They worked at a bar, and we got another beverage from the same people. And the one friend went, those are the nice boys.
Right.
And I looked at them and I said, why did you remember us? Yeah. And she said, we remembered you because nobody asks how our day is. It's very transactional.
Yeah.
So from that moment, Jimmy, I always try to, if I'm at a cashier, I always try to engage with the person.
Yes.
Because you never know if they could be having a bad day.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, act of kindness doesn't have to be money. Like,
No.
it can be so many different things. I remember, I was on the New York subway a few years ago, dressed like Elf, wearing the Elf costume. and I said, how's everybody doing? And it was just crickets. And there's like 300 people packed in this train, and it sounds like I'm alone in there. And I said, all right, well, what can we do to break the ice? And so we all started singing Christmas songs, and the whole train joined, you know? So you can really have fun wherever you go.
Jimmy, I'm just picturing you dressed as Elf on the subway, and you just ask how everyone is, and nobody says a word. Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, it was.
Pushing through that moment.
But yeah, when you get out on the highway, even the people in the crowd, let somebody merge, you know, just do something like that, and it'll make someone's day.
Yes. Are you shocked, or are you not shocked because of just the overall kindness that we really do innately have? Are you shocked at how this has spread? I mean, I read the numbers on purpose.
Yeah, I think it's in our original design, you know, to love people and to just love, and things get perverted and things happen through life, and we get a bias towards certain things and angry at people and all these things happen. But I think we were born to love, you know, and we get taught not to. And so I think it's in everyone, and that inner child kind of wakes up when there's something everyone can rally behind.
And those negative things sometimes are the loudest and they get the most attention.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm glad you're out there to kind of counter that. And that's why we're very happy that you're on the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Jimmy Darts, everybody. Follow Jimmy on social media. Donated to his cause right there, jimmydarts.com. We'll be back with Leslie Miller, the Wine Diva, right after this. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate this so much. Thank you.